So essentially what our platform is it's a platform that allows you to search, locate, and navigate to any asset in your site. So here I've searched for a valve. You can see that we pulled information from the maintenance management system, and you're able to literally just see where the valve is in place, see any information on it, any work orders open on it. Similarly, you can view a room. You can view all the assets in the room. I'm looking at some compressors and some chillers here. You can see all the asset tags. And similarly, again, we're integrated with a Maximo system here, and we're pulling information out of Maximo. There's customizable filters here. PlantQuest works on fixed and mobile assets, so you can view assets that are either moving or not moving. Here we're going to look at production assets, so we're going to look at mobile vessels here. So you can see that we've 61 mobile vessels live across this site. So we're looking at tracking product and ingredients across the facility. And you can also see that there's customizable layers here, so you can see show me all the production areas within the site, show me all the workshops, all the plant rooms. Very good if you're onboarding new staff, or if you're just training people, or you're looking to see how your space has been used within your site. You can also build work packs. So for example, if you have a vendor coming to site, I'm going to put a few air receivers into a work pack. I'm also going to put the permit to work office into the work pack here as well. You could easily put the car park, the reception, the office of who they need to meet in here as well. And they're able to have this information before they even come to site. So here you can see 2D is great for task execution, task planning. If you're integrated with the maintenance system, you can view all your work orders for the week. It's very easy to add an asset to the system. So you can see we're just dropping a pin. It's as simple as that. You drop a pin, you give it a tag number, and you can see here the asset has been added to the system. There's a full audit trail there, so you're well used to looking at it. And finally, I suppose the really useful piece that we have here is the ability to search, locate, and navigate. So you can see that we're searching and navigating to an asset within the site. So you can imagine how much time you're saving pulling out drawings or escorting a vendor. I'm going to move across to the 3D now, and I'll let JP talk about how they work in the 3D.
Thank you. Yeah, so much the same as we all use Google Maps, we're not always in the 3D view, only when we potentially get to the location that we are interested in. So this is exactly what this is. When you get to your asset, you can now visualize it in real world. You can tag the asset, you can create tags within the 3D environment. So you can see here, it's called a POI, but these are customizable menus, point of interest. But the valve has been tagged, and then that feeds back into the PlantQuest database and also your asset management software database. Everything is integrated. Worth showing here, there's point cloud behind the imagery. So it's not just a stitched image, it's actually a geometrically accurate environment of point cloud data. So you can measure, you can trim out, crop, and we'll show you some of those features right now. There's a measurement feature because everything within this environment is geometrically accurate. So the user here is taking a particular pipe run and measuring the pipe route. That can be extracted into a CAD file, for example, for pipe design teams, if they are maybe preparing for integrity test works or temperature testing works, etc., or to export to an ISO, for example. But all this is geometrically accurate. The measurements are real, because the scan has been positioned accurately by ourselves to start with. Another feature here, a measurement feature, which has proven to be a real game changer for teams on site. Perhaps you're delivering a skid into an active, difficult to access area in your factory. So let's see how we're going to get this skid through the door. Is it going to fit on a particular route? Can we navigate to its final position? What are the challenges that we're facing, etc.? And then here, the final example is where we have cropped the point cloud. Perhaps a vendor, a designer, or a team on the other side of the world need some point cloud of a particular piece of equipment, we can crop it out, send them an E57 point cloud file, load it up, and do a file transfer just of that piece of equipment. So really some huge benefits in there for everybody involved.
Thanks, JP. Yeah, I think the crop feature and being able to share information with engineering teams globally, that kind of facility or factory in the boardroom is super impressive. So just to summarize, I suppose what we went through there, it's essentially like Google Maps for your site, and you saw there the interplay between the 2D and the 3D, and it's quite obvious the 2D is great for quick access and being able to manage and plan work scopes and manage teams and vendors and visitors to site. And the 3D is great for more context. But I suppose what's key is that everything that we demonstrated there is a real problem and a real task that happens every day within these sites. And the solution that we have here is something that can be launched in a browser or on a tab. So it's accessible to everybody on site or everybody within your organization. Like we have one site where they have over 600 people with access to the site. And we track the usage, and it's used for everything from project teams planning small projects and working on small projects to operations, maintenance, calibrations, all the way through to managing visitors to the site, inductions, or people just looking for different meeting rooms within the site. It's very easy to manage and scale, and we have a modular approach, which I'm going to talk about now. So digital transformation is always a risk within a site, within an organization. It presents a chance for upset to operations and to manufacturing. So when we go to a site, we look for what's the biggest pain point. So some of our customers use a solution. They could have 5,000 or 6,000 smoke, heat, glass, and gas detectors within their site, or they could have a few thousand calibrations they're looking to manage and optimize. So we look at a subset of assets, and then we look at, okay, how are we going to map these within the site? So we always start with a map of the site, and then we say, okay, which parts of the site do you want to bring extra context into? And then we work with Murphy's, and we come in and we do the scan. Scan, would you believe, actually takes about 5,000 square meters a day. So you'll do an awful lot of the site in a week. We integrate with the system of record for those assets. So it could be a maintenance system, a calibration system, a building management system, or a fire system, or a gas system. And once you have that done and you have everything in place, you now have a foundation that allows you to build on different use cases, as you can see on top. And as different use cases are onboarded, you can scan different parts of your site. You can tag more assets as well. So really, it's something that can be onboarded gradually within your site and organization.